And I also got the Tome of the Deep. So you can see I have all 3 minion summoning items now. So we have these dudes, which I think they're fucking nice. And then we have these jellyfishes, which I like the least. So I wouldn't really consider these a pet. These are more like an ability. We see this in a lot of the survivor games, where you have this stuff spawning around you, and then they will damage anyone they touch. It is relatively basic. To show you the new summons I have. So I went to go get the zombie summons, and okay, maybe this is not a good time for that. And actually it went a lot faster than I thought it would, and they're really, really good. I'm a huge fan of them. I think they're much better than the bats in most circumstances. So you can see they're just tearing through these. Like, it's so easy. But the problem is that they're not always the best choice because of their melee range. I just need to find that. But when they are usable, I feel like they're much stronger than the bats. But the bats are stronger in some circumstances. But I think they're much cooler. I prefer them a lot more. They have much more of the necromancer aesthetics that I personally prefer. So huge fan of them. My understanding is mold blocks spawns like the mold people. I'm not sure if that's the political correct term for it. But they will then they are the ones who drop the zombie book, like the Tome of the Dead. So this is also kind of a farm of how to get Tome of the Dead. And I read a lot about people who were really struggling to get Tome of the Dead and Tome of the Deep. And honestly, I didn't have a hard time getting either of them. But Tome of the Dead, you need to go to the mold people. And I had a farm over here that I found. I entered up here, and then there was a lot of mold people here. To be fair, I've never seen this many before. But I just went through and killed everything, and then I got the book around here, and then I just bailed out and didn't do anymore. The Tome of the Deep was kind of harder, and I don't think you can automate the Tome of the Deep, because that only spawns in these destructible chests that you have down here in the ocean. So I ran from here, I think, and I just went through this entire area, and I destroyed all destructible thing there was, and I just kept going until I got up here and I found the book. And you see I just yeeted straight up. I was done with that shit. So that book was much harder for me to find. And I will say, if you want pets, I would completely ignore this book. Like, this book I don't think it's not really a pet book. And yeah, it doesn't support to play at the pet or summoner playstyle.